Okay guys, so we finally get to work with Adobe Portfolio. First thing I'm going to want you to do is open up a browser and go to portfolio.adobe.com. It's going to take you to this page. You're going to need to make sure that you're signed in to your Adobe ID as usual. I'm already signed in, and this is the home page. You're going to go to edit your sites. Now I have a few sites already created. You guys will see this button here that says new site. You can create up to 5 sites. So we'll click on the plus sign and it'll take you to this screen. Here it talks about a splash page, but we're not interested in that. We're going to go to gallery of work. So we're going to click on this. At the top of the page it says choose a theme. Now these are any number of themes that are already pre-designed and ready for you to start importing your images to. What I'm going to want you to do is scroll down to the bottom and we're all going to select Thomas. There is room for some modification and for some customization, but before we get into all of that, I want to set up our websites, our portfolios, and make sure everything is set up correctly. So we're going to click on Thomas. And this is our portfolio. Now it looks pretty empty, but that's fine. We're going to start making edits. Here we can just click on got it. So the first thing I want you to do is get used to this toolbar here. This is where we customize our design. We can add pages. These are our settings, and then our themes and layouts. What I'm going to want you to do is click on pages and integrations. Now this has a page set up for us already. It's our home page, but I want to change the name of this page. Instead of work, we're going to call it portfolio. So this icon is reoccurring. This is where we change our settings. So we'll click on this. We'll edit the gallery title. Simply delete this, type in portfolio, and remember to hit return on your keyboard to save the changes. And now you can see that change has been made here in our navigation menu. So let's get used to this web page. This little blue circle means we can make edits. Add a page. I want you to think about that. Instead of adding a page, we're going to add projects. So we've already saved a project in our last video tutorial. So here I'm going to upload it to this website. So I'll click on the plus. I'm going to select page, and there are several different layouts here, but I want us to focus on the third option, which is cover right. I'm going to title this page the same title as my project, which is our portrait. This is important, our destination. We want this to go to our portfolio. Now we'll create a page. So here's a really simple layout. On the right side of the page is where our image is going to go. The left side of the page is where our title will go. So I'll change this to portrait. And here we can edit this text. This is where you're going to put in the descriptions that you wrote in week 2. The third item down is a button, and we're going to make edits to it. Like I said, we can click on this blue circle with the pencil in it, and we're going to edit the button. We can change this text to anything we want, but we're going to title this back to portfolio. And the link, we're going to send this back to our portfolio. That's all the changes that need to be made right now. So we'll click done. Now we'll upload an image, which is really simple. Click to upload an image. Here I'm going to find my first project, which is the portrait. And there it is. Now I can tell that this image is too large. Part of it is getting cut off. So again, this blue circle with the pencil, we can go to our image options, and we want to select the second option, contain within the content area. You can see the change has been made. We can click done. Now once you guys input your description, you're all done. In fact, I'll test this button and we have one more change to make. Here's a little dialog window. It says your page doesn't have a cover yet. Now when you guys see page cover, I want you to think about replacing that word with a thumbnail. We need to include a thumbnail. So we're going to upload our cover, and we get another dialog box. We'll upload the image, and we'll use the same image that we used before. Now what's nice about this is we can reposition this any way we want, and we can resize this. So I'm going to resize this extra large. I think that's an interesting crop. So once I like the thumbnail that I've gotten, I'll click done, and there it is. If I hit the preview button down at the bottom, I can see what my page will look like once it's live. My name is at the top. I've got portfolio. I've even got a contact page where people can send messages, ask any questions, and these links are all working and they're ready to be put to use. Even as a title and then a date. If I click on this, it takes me to the page that we just created. I'll make sure that this button is working. Looks good. Now we're ready to make more edits, add another project, and we'll do that in this next video.